Hi, I'm Kurt Loder with an MTV News Brief. President Bill Clinton was joined at the White
RIP to MTV News, man. This past Tuesday, Paramount made the decision that they'd be laying off about 25% of their domestic workforce, and they'd be shuttering MTV News as a whole. And if you grew up in the 90s like I did, your heart wept. I mean, long gone are the days that you'd be watching like a Real World Seattle and that aggressive knock, dun dun dun, would come out of nowhere to jar you to attention every hour. And boy, if it wasn't on that schedule, you knew you were in tune to some special shit. I mean, Kurt Loder and John Norris, they were like TMZ to me back in the day. And I know it's been a while since I've watched MTV. I mean, the only thing they have going on is ridiculousness, wilding out, or Teen Mom marathons. And it feels like everything is being dumbed down to the least common denominator by corporations. And it's losing that feeling that kept us tuning in the first place, right? Now, it feels like they'll say anything to get you to buy a product or tune into a service. And don't even get me started on like the lack of like journalists or like personalities. I mentioned Kurt Loder and John Norris, but this tweet right here, I feel like it sums it up perfectly. This all was a move by Paramount as they absorbed Showtime into what they're calling Paramount Plus with Showtime. I'm confused why they just didn't call it Paramount Plus Showtime, but that's just me. And they'll have a studio arm that'll continue making shows for MTV and Showtime, but the network arm is kind of loaded. They've got a lot of content from Nickelodeon, MTV, Comedy Central, Paramount, CMT, Smithsonian, TV Land, Logo, and Pop TV, and it's all combined into one thing. But my question is, y'all want it to be something for everyone, but will everyone be seen by Paramount Plus Showtime or whatever? I mean, that's why I think that news needs to be relevant to specific demographics. I mean, between MTV and BET News, young Trippz knew everything that he wanted to about music, culture, current events, and even some straight up weirdos. Let me know if you heard this before. So when you say teenager, how old are we talking? Shout out to Ed Gordon too, man. I mean, in summary, that content is king. Information, not so much. I mean, I keep it real with you. Most people I know didn't even know MTV News was still a thing. Even in my late teens and early 20s, it seemed like most of the updates that came from MTV News came online. And it wasn't attributed to a single person, but rather MTV News as a whole. And it felt like a corporate run celebrity blog. And such a far cry from the height of popularity of MTV News. I mean, sometimes I'll think it was just a dream or something that I forgot happened. But then every once in a while, I'll be in the gym on the treadmill or something, and I'll look up and I'll see Carson Daly on the Today Show or something, and then I'll spend the next 5 to 10 minutes feeling like I'm old as fuck. It's your boy CapnTrippz, man, and don't forget, I'll holla at you when I holla at you. Peace.